In this video, I will walk you step by step through the entire GoHighLevel social planner. I will be covering all the new updates and all of the features. And more importantly, I'm going to show you how to schedule and post all of your content on social media so you can save a ton of time and grow your socials without the stress. So to access the social planner, you're going to come right in your HighLevel dashboard and you're going to go right down to marketing and you're going to be brought to a tab that looks just like this. So in this video, guys, I'm going to be going over everything, like every button. So just to let you know, this will be a super in-depth video. So get ready. And at any time during this video, if you have questions, drop them in the comments down below and I will answer personally. So the first thing, if you do not know what this is, I just want to explain this. The social planner is a place where you can schedule and manage all of your social media in one place. This is super effective for growing your social media or your clients' social media. And you can do all kinds of different stuff with all of these platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Google Business Profile, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest community, which is a GoHighLevel community like school, and then Blue Sky. You can have evergreen posts, you can bulk schedule, you can have an RSS feed, which will basically post, certain things from blogs. And I'm going to explain all of this in depth. But this feature is incredibly powerful and HighLevel. And if you set it up properly, it will save you so much time because you won't have to go to all these other platforms and do the posting there. You can do it all from one place, which will just save you so much time. Now, something else I want to let you know is before I was using HighLevel, I was using a couple different softwares, okay? I used Hootsuite, also Sprout Social, I used Buffer as well. I really tried all of them, but just for this feature, the social planner, these companies charge upwards of $300 to use. Okay, the basic one doesn't give you all the features that this has, but all the features you're getting in this social planner, I'm not even kidding you guys, cost like an arm and a leg elsewhere. And you can go look at the other ones. It's the same thing, if not worse. And they charge a lot of money for it. With HighLevels, it's in any of the plans, the 97, 297, 497. So just know that this feature is extremely powerful. And it's already part of the HighLevel subscription you're using, so you might as well use it. So the first step in getting this entire thing set up is you need to connect a social profile. So all of these are very similar in the way you connect. You're going to click one of them. It'll take you to a page like this. For some of them, it's like this. For them, it's not. You're going to select which one you want, and then it's going to take you to TikTok to log in. You're going to log into your TikTok account. Then it will come in and you will have it logged in. It's like this with all of these. Instagram, you pick exactly which way you do it. You go through, it'll take you to Instagram, then you'll log in. Okay, Threads, same thing. Any of them, like you can see right now, you go through and you click and it's going to take you into their server and it's going to have you log in. That's the way this works. So now what you need to figure out is exactly what you want to connect now, okay, and connect it. So pause the video if you have to, or if you want to keep going, you can, but just pick which one of these, follow the steps, and connect it. It's super easy. You just put in your info, and it's just like I did. You click which one you want, and then you connect. For this video, I'm going to be connecting Facebook, Instagram, and Google Business Profile, and I already have those connected via this account right here. So once you're connected, you should be brought to a page like this, and if you ever at any point want to connect more socials, you just come right up here and click this right here, and it's going to be just like this, but in a different format. That way you can connect them just like that. All right, so now it is time to go through all of the features on the social planner. If you don't have HighLevel though, and you are interested, I have a 30-day free trial link down below where you sign up with that. You get a ton of free bonuses and help from me. So if you're interested in HighLevel, make sure you go check that out. So the first tab we're going to be in is the social planner tab. So what this is where you're going to see all of your content listed. That is the whole point of this. Now, posting is going to be done in the content tab, so we're not going to go over this, but essentially this is just where you're going to see your posting. So if we come in here and we go back to a regular date range, we come right here, okay, and confirm, you will see a bunch of my posts all scheduled out. So they're all going to be like that. So you have the ability to filter out by date range. Then you can pick exactly which ones you want to see. So we take out Facebook, take out Google My Business, you see they disappear because I'm posting on Google pretty heavy. But that's basically how you will filter by social platform. And then you can also filter through here, depending on a bunch of other post content types. And you have content type, status, approval status, created by, approver, and then categories. And this is just for you to filter out to see if you have a ton of posts, which is what. But more importantly, this is a really cool one. You have the calendar view. So this is really helpful to see on a calendar what you have posted. So with this list view, we see all of my posts lined up like this. But if we come over here and click calendar view, we can see on a calendar where it's scheduled and what time. Really nifty, okay? So again, you're not going to see anything if you're brand new to this because, well, guess what? You don't have any posts, but this is what it looks like when you have posts. And again, you can filter from calendar view to list view by just clicking these buttons. And then you can come down and you click these posts and do certain bulk actions. So like delete all of them or click into them. And if we click this one, let's say, it's going to pop up on the side and it's going to show us basic details and show us what it looks like on that platform. So again, the planner tab is just where we're going to see all of this in action. So it's really good stuff. That way you can really see, what's going on. You can also, this is something really cool here, is you can run as an ad in the ads manager. So we're not going to get into that right now, but HighLevel has an ads manager. If you did not know, it does cost money at the time of making this video, but you can turn this into a paid ad and do all kinds of other cool stuff. So it's a really nifty way that they have this set up. And then again, you can edit the post by clicking this right here, and then you just edit how you want it to be. But that is what the planner tab will do. It's just where you're going to see all your posts and where you can edit what you've already done and then switch between the list views so you can see what you have. Then we're going to move on to the content tab. So this is where we're going to create social media posts. So these are all the different kinds of posts you can create. And all of these, will be up here as well. So there's going to be overlap you'll see throughout this video of things, but like all of these posts will be up here as well. So just know anytime you're in any of these tabs, you'll always be able to click this new post and access any of the kinds of posts you want. The first one we're going to start off with is going to be the new post. So this is just one singleized post, basic as that. So we're going to click that button. We're going to come right in here. You're going to click the exact social you want this to go on. And then in here, you can put the content of your post. So this is where your post is going to be. You see it like that. And then down here, you can have AI write it for you by clicking this and then pick one of these options. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But then you have bold it, italicize it. You can add emojis. Okay, you can add any sort of picture. It can be from AI or you can upload from the media storage library. So say we want this picture right here. That goes in just like that. So then from here, once you have that, you're going to come right down here and then you're going to pick what kind of action type you want to be. Again, this is for Google Business Profile. You pick what you want. You want event, you want a call to action. We'll just do call. And then this is for Google Business Profile. But if you were to come into Facebook, it might be a little bit different. Do you want it as a feed, a reel, a story? You see how it changes? So you decide how you want the post to come up through here. And again, this is just building out a singular post. So then from there, let's say we did not want this right here. And by the way, if you pick multiple, you can customize for each channel, which is very, very nifty. You can come down here and you can either save for later, or you can click this and it will post right away. Or you can click this little arrow and you can schedule your post. So pick a date range, send a post for approval, and we're going to get into more of this later in the video because it goes over this exactly, which is just making sure if you have a whole team that they approve it. And then you can make this recurring post, meaning this can go out at a set time every single month. That way you can have social media management taken care of forever, which is really nifty. So that's basically how you do it, guys. That's the basics of just creating one singular post. It's very simple. You come right in, you put exactly, what you want right in here. Wants a haircut. And then from there, you plug in your picture, you add anything else, pick the call to action, and then you click post, and then you are good to go. So another really cool part about this is we can use AI to completely create our posts from scratch. We come right in here and we click generate with AI. I can come right in here and say, I want hair salon post conversions. And then what we can do is we can click generate and it's going to come up with 3 different posts for the hair salon. So look at this. It just came out with 3 different ones. We want this one. We're just going to click continue. Boom, right in there. But what we can do now that we have this, like, oh, this is so cool. We just generated an amazing social media post. We can also edit it. We can improve the writing. We can fix the spelling and grammar. We can simplify it. We can make it longer. We can make it shorter. And we can edit it as well. So there's more things you can do with the text. But what we can also do is we can create images for it. This is the beauty of HighLevel. We have AI everywhere. So what we're going to do is a person getting a nice haircut. We're going to do a woman because that is the target market for my salon. We're going to click generate. And then we can see, and you can pick, different kinds you want, photography, realistic. Boom, that's actually really good. And then we click continue. And then what we have is we have AI creating all of our posts from one spot. So that is also an option. You can have AI just run all of your social media. So really important, guys, like really, really important and really, really powerful. So that's all you do for a regular post. Very simple. It's not complicated. You're just going to click this up here and click create new post and then follow the instructions just like it did. But then what high level has is a bunch of other kinds of post types that will basically amplify your productivity. So this is where we get into like social media management as opposed to just doing one single post, because you can just do that natively, or if you want to do an announcement. But first off, we have a CSV post. So what this is going to be is this is going to be uploading a CSV full of basically post types in here to do like a massive bulk campaign. So we come into CSV and we click new post. So in here, you can either do the basic format or the advanced format. And right down here, it's going to show you exactly what the format means. If you guys don't know anything about CSVs or Excel spreadsheets, this is going to be really confusing to you, but this is basically how you're going to upload and download. So what we're going to do is we're going to upload one. Okay, so we're going to click and we're going to find my CSV, which is going to be this right here. Okay, and it's going to come up and then we're going to have it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to click next. Then you're going to select the exact socials you want it on, just like that. If you want it sent to approval, we don't want that though. So we're going to click create. And then what it's going to do is it's going to go through and it's going to batch all of your posts into high level. Now, a lot of people won't be doing this, but as you see with this test one, it's just going through a couple different test variations that are basically being uploaded in bulk. So again, what you would use this for if you have a bunch of posts already created and you've put them into a CSV and you want to bulk upload for like an entire couple months of social media, that's what you would do. And then from there, you would just click schedule and we can schedule these posts and then you are good to go. And then as you see right here, your post will be right here. So then we have recurring posts. So this is a post that will go out again and again and again on a fixed time. So if we come in here and we click Google Business Profile and we say free haircuts, you're going to put your post in. And there's another way to do this here later in the video I'm going to show you. Okay. And we come right here and we click this. What we can do here is we can click post just like you saw before, and we can schedule for reoccurring posts. This is really cool because we can pick, let's do repeat every week, once a week at this exact time. And then we can come down and we can pick what days we want. It's going to repeat on those days. So you just pick exactly what you want, when you want to go out, and then it's going to repeat. So one post will get a lot of mileage out. So what I'd recommend you do is you make sure you have, let's say, a couple different variations of posts. And there's another really cool feature we're going to get to later that's going to do this for you. Just wait for that because it's going to blow you away. But the whole point is to do less work and get more out of it. And this is going to be the theme of this video, but this is really how you grow your socials. So that's something you can do. Just know that if you want to, you can take posts and you can make them recurring, which is huge. Okay. From there, we now have review posts. This is another kind of recurring post that is awesome. So what this is going to do is this is going to take your reviews, okay, whether on Facebook, Google, or if you added another third party, it's going to take them and make posts out of them and do the same thing. It's going to post for you. So you come in here, let's say we want Google, we're going to click that. We're going to click the exact range we want. We'll do 5 stars. We'll click the exact social account and we'll do this one right here. Then we can pick how many posts you want. So we're just going to do one, and we're going to do every week at Monday at 10 a.m. and we're going to put it in the feed. Then what we're going to do is we're going to click next. We're going to pick our background. You're going to see exactly what this is for. It is the background of the reviews. So if we click next, you'll see it's just like that. So you can always go previous and pick what you want. We'll just leave blue mist. But then what you're going to see is you're going to see your posts on Google, whatever. It's going to just pull them. So if you have a lot of reviews, guys, this is a great way to do social media management without you doing any work. And it makes you look like you're doing a lot of work. Really handy. Work smarter, not harder. That way you can be like, hey, I'll do social media management for you for free to sweeten the deal. I'll put out all these posts, and then you can use all of this stuff in here, like the recurring posts, the RSS feed, which we'll get into in a sec, and this to really blow their mind and make them, you know, more willing to pay you longer. So the caption, this is just what's right there. Okay, display author name, you can get rid of who did the review. Then you can pick the fonts, the size, then the colors. And then from there, you can click create post, and it will go out at the cadence that we just specified earlier. And then you're good to go. From there, you have tons of posts going out on repeat again and again and again. So then from review, we're going to move on to RSS feed. So this stands for really simple syndication. I know that doesn't mean anything to you, but this is actually one of the most underutilized tools that you can use for any niche. And this is connecting to a feed. Okay, so we'll come in here, we'll click new post. Okay, and what we can do is we can put an RSS feed URL in here. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull from a blog and post into a niche. Let me show you the easiest way to do this. So if we come into, let's say, ChatGPT, we'll say, please give me a hair salon RSS feed that's up to date. This is going along the recurring posting line. Super, super solid. So there's a bunch of other ones. I don't know what these are. I'm just picking out randomly. Sometimes you have to verify that they work, and I'm going to show you how to do that here in a sec. So we're going to paste this right in here, and you can just ask ChatGPT, and it'll give you the exact thing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click the social. Boom, it worked. So you see what it's doing here? How cool is that? So the whole point of this is we are tapping into the feed. Now, why this is so powerful is you can have a ton of social media management and really valuable content pushed out on your behalf, and you don't have to do any work. So we're going to take this one, and we're going to try this one out. How cool is that? Now it's bringing up a whole different kind of feed. So the whole point, like I said before, is you can have a bunch of posts coming out all the time on any of your accounts. You can pick as much as you want. Shit, you can have it every 15 minutes. That's how powerful it is. But the cool part is it's pulling niche relevant content into your socials. This can be really effective if you want to give away good tips and you're just trying to provide value. So you could do the same thing with plumber, okay? HVAC, lawyer, you name it, whatever you want, you can pull an RSS feed of the niche you have, slap it in here, and it looks good because it's showing activity on social media. And again, you click the exact account you want, how many times you want it to pop out, the maximum amount of posts, then you click create post and you're good to go. So RSS feed is really powerful and I see very few people using it. But guys, the things I'm showing you here are just these simple things you can quickly set up for your clients and basically have social media management running the entire time they're paying you. And it takes you zero ongoing work once you have it set up. Zero. That's why this is so powerful. So please, if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll answer personally. This is the kind of stuff where you can use it to sweeten the deal to get higher packages or keep people on. Template library. This is using HighLevel's template library to post. So they have a bunch of templates you can use. They're just pre-made posts. So we'll do hair salon. I'll show you right here. We click this. Let's just do hair. Okay, hair parlor. I guess, who calls it that? So we're going to choose this template. And then from there, you'll see right here, it's in review and it's 6 posts that are being scheduled. So you see how that works? It's going to go in and then you can select which socials you want it on. Pick the exact ones you want, pick the what days, the exact time, click schedule posts, and it's going to put out their packaged posts on your social. So that's a really cool one if you want to just get pre-made posts put out and throw it out pretty quick, which honestly, guys, if you have nothing, I would just do that right away. Then we have the approval tab. So this is if you have big social media management teams, all that's going to happen is when your posts go out, you can approve them or not. That's all this works, and that'll go all through here. Once you build it out, you'll see the option to approve post or not. Again, this is only if you have huge teams and you want to look over everyone's work. Otherwise, you're not going to be using this a whole lot, but you know, it's up to you. Then we have category queue. This is really powerful. This is a newer feature and it is awesome. So what this is going to do is this is going to recycle content. So similar to reoccurring and all these other ones where you can reuse content, this is going to take categories and relist them. So we're going to go into settings later, but I just want to show you this really quick. We can create categories like this right here of green team, or you can come right in here and click, you know, fun posts, make it pink, whatever, add, whatever you want. You can create these. And what you can do is you can batch content by categories. So then what we can do is we can come back here, okay? We can come back to the planner. You can do this for existing when you're creating them or whatnot. We'll come right in here. We'll click edit to this random post and you'll click advanced options. And what this is going to give you to do is to pick a category. So we can categorize different posts by different things. So if you want to do all Facebook posts, all Instagram posts, whether you want to do all lead magnet posts, all call to action posts, whatever you want, say we want to put it into the green team, what we would do is then we would click save edits, come back here, come to content, go to category queue. Then what we could click is we could click new category queue. We could select this. We could click green team, and then we can enable future post queuing, then prioritize new content and click continue. And then what this is going to do is this is going to give us the option to pick what days we want this on. We pick the exact times. And when we click queue posts, it will recycle those posts in that category. If that doesn't make any sense, drop a comment down below and answer, but like this is really powerful stuff because I'll be honest, with a lot of businesses' social media, if you can create 2 to 3 months of quality social media, or even really one that's really longer, you can stretch it out for infinity using this. Because between RSS feeds, the review posts, and a couple recurring posts and category queue, you can basically schedule all of their stuff and have it just be reoccurring, and it can be evergreen content. You know, again, if you're doing like really good stuff, it's going to be harder. But for a lot of businesses, it'll give them the activity they need and have enough awareness that it'll be working, and it's super easy. So that's how you do the category Q post. Guys, I'm telling you, super powerful, super awesome. You got to check this out. This is how we do all of this. And one last note before I move on to comments. I really encourage you guys to think about how to work smarter, not harder. Because a lot of you guys can offer little things like this to your clients up front to make them trust you more, sell the deal higher, whatever you want. And it takes very little work on your behalf. Those kind of things, little work, high ROI, you want to do those. So just note that that is a possibility. Then what we're going to do is we're going to move on to comments. So this is a pretty cool new feature where anytime someone comments on any of your profiles, you can answer them in here. Really handy, really cool. Someone drops a comment, you'll see it right here, then you can come in and answer it just like that. So this is a great place to answer all of those comments. And again, you can do it all in one place. And if you have a bunch of socials connected, this will save you a ton of time. So then we're going to move on to statistics. This is just the analytics of social media, the number of posts, the total likes you're getting, total followers, the impressions. This can be great, okay, for just seeing what's working and what's not, you know, how to do better. And you can put this in the dashboard too to really make sure what you're doing is working. Then up here, we have social listening. So this is pretty interesting. This is where you're going to see what trends are performing best and really what kind of stuff is going viral so you can tap into it. And you have a bunch of different platforms to use. So you can see like Google Trends, we have some stuff with soccer, Pinterest, we have Halloween stuff, Wikipedia looks like some political stuff, songs on, you know, TikTok. Basically, you have a bunch of different data points that are, you know, virality points that you can tap into to basically help your content go better. And if you come in here and you're like, Halloween nails, and we click this, it's going to take you into Pinterest and show you stuff on this. I don't really use Pinterest. I don't know what it is. But if you want to, you can check that out. With Google too, if we want to come to Chelsea versus Wolves, the soccer game, we click in here. Again, it's going to show you some analytics on it and some pretty cool stuff where you can basically tap into this. So this is pretty neat because it's giving us the ability to see what's working and what's not. And guys, this is really powerful for staying atop of the trends, but also staying ahead of the competition because you have the data all in one spot and you're not using ChatGPT, using Google, and all these other things. You can come right in here into the social planner, into social listening, right in here, and you can see all of it in one place. Super cool tool, will help a ton for making sure you find the right trends. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go over settings. Okay, this is the final part of all of the social planner. So in settings, we have first social accounts. This is just going to show you all of the accounts, what's connected, what's not. If you want to connect more, you click this right here and connect just like that. You also can connect communities. It's like school and High Level has their own where you can legitimately connect a high level community and schedule all your posts. Really, really cool. Okay, so we click add community. We pick the exact one you want. You click add, it'll go right in, and then you can now post into your community through here. So handy. High Level thinks of all of it. In communities, again, it's going to show you the users you can have to pick from to who you want to post in the channels. In Pinterest, this is just going to be how you pick which default boards for what account. If you're a Pinterest user, notifications, this is an important one. You have a couple different notifications on different things that happen in the social planner. You can just turn them on or off by clicking this and editing them by clicking this. Now, I'm going to go through all these, but I want to let you know that all of these have basically a default template, as you see here, which is this right here. I would just leave that the same. If you want to create something different, you can. I would leave it the same. All it is a default message template. But first we have account pre-expiry. These two are very much connected. So when the tokens go out on an account, if we come back here, tokens are basically for like Facebook, Instagram, and a couple other ones. Google Business Profile doesn't have it, but the pages will basically get disattached after like 50 days. You just have to go in and reconnect them. It's not for all social profiles, but it's for a couple, and it's for security reasons and a bunch of other stuff. It's the way their API works, and it'll basically just unconnect you. So that is something to be aware of, and that is something that does happen from time to time. But these will basically notify you when the token's up. So I actually really think you should do that, and these should both be turned on because there's times where my tokens have gone up for the hair salon account and other accounts, and I'm like, what the heck? And the posts aren't going out because it never notified me. So you want these both on. It'll help. Then you have a request for post approvals. So if you request for approval, this will basically send a notification on that. You have approved post. So if it goes through, it'll basically notify you that. And then if the post got rejected or the post failed, you will also get notified. So we have all of those. Very important. I definitely recommend these two ones on. Then we have categories. So this is what we talked about before. We can lump content into different categories, and then we can use stuff like the category Q. So this is really handy. I actually recommend you do this. Really important because it will help with organization and for basically reoccurring posts. And we can just click this up here. You click the exact name right in here, and you click the exact type of, and then you click the exact color, click add, and you have now added a kind of category. Then what we have is we have watermark. So this is really important. I think this might get more important in the age of AI, but this basically just watermarks your content. So we click up here and we click add watermark. We could type in ZZ watermark. We'd come into upload and we're going to find my logo. So this is the logo right here. And you'll see right there, it's watermarked right there. And we can move to the other side, this side, down, up. We can make it more opaque or not. We can then make it bigger or smaller. We then can do auto padding. I recommend leaving that on. But the cool part is we can have a watermark on all of our posts. It'll go by default on all of your posts to basically show that it is your territory. So that's something pretty cool. You can do, you don't have to. Again, it's not mandatory, but it does help. And then in global settings, we just have media optimization, which you can either toggle on and off. And it says right here, all images used in a social planner will be optimized for all required content formats to support all channels. I recommend having that on. So that is the social planner in a nutshell. It's very simple, but wait, there's more. So there's a couple other really powerful key things I want to go over, okay, with the social planner, bonuses, so to speak, that will really make this thing go even faster. And this is just because I'm the wizard and I want to give this to you, but there's a couple other things in here, including the automations that we can run off this, which will really turbocharge your social media. Also, just to let you know, if you are wondering where your DMs come in when someone messages you on social media, they will come through conversations. They won't come through the marketing tab. Okay, so we come in here and we go to comments. That's not direct messages. The direct messages will come in through conversations. So I just wanted to make that abundantly clear because that is very, very important. But before I go into this last part of these bonuses, I just want to let you know, if you are interested in learning more about high-level social media, and more importantly, selling high-level, I have a 30-day free trial link right down below where when you sign up with that, you'll get access to my entire community for free. We have a community where you can post and ask questions. We have trainings on how to master high level. We have trainings on how to get clients. We even have systems to give away for free. We have snapshots, fulfillment offers, sales scripts, AI prompts, even more snapshots, white label onboarding videos, AI trainings, and literally everything. We also have 6 live coaching calls you can attend for free with real agency owners. That's how powerful this is, guys. We really do so much in this community. I'm telling you, the bonuses we give are absolutely insane. Even in here too, as you see up here, you can hop on a Zoom with me and talk to me. You can message me. I mean, we got it all. It's like the most in-depth community I've ever seen. And it's the kind of thing where on this journey, guys, you need to have hand-holding to a certain extent when you first get started, or even if you're more advanced and need help scaling, you also need the right trainings and the right environment to really help you grow. And we have that all inside the AI SaaS Lab. So please, if you are interested in really learning more about this and growing, I really recommend you go right down below. You check out that 30-day free trial link, sign up. I really think you're going to love it. I really do. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, you're like, this guy in a robe, this is skeptical, go down below, click the link, and see what we're doing with other people, the testimonials, the awards I won. It is mind-blowing. And again, I really believe we have the best community in the entire space. So again, if that's interesting, go down below, check it out. I think you are going to absolutely love it. But now we're going to go on to the last part, which is the bonuses of social media, which is 3 different amazing things you can use that will turbocharge your social media experience. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come right down to automation, okay? We're going to click create workflow. We're gonna start from scratch, and I'm gonna show you a couple really cool things. So the first thing I want to show you is that you can respond to comments on social media automatically. So not from just one place like we did in the social planner, but using automation. So if we come right in here and we click add new trigger, we can do comment, and you can see right here, Facebook or Instagram comment on a post. We click pages, Zoe Hair Salon, we click save. You can even view on Facebook by clicking that. But if we click this, anytime someone comments on this exact post, we can pick the exact comment we want to have. So we can basically go through and start working the comments. And if we come right here and we click apply in comments, we can come right here and we can pick the exact response you want. So we're going to do, hey, I love you. And we're just going to save this. You can even do liking the comments too. So I'll immediately heart their comments. And from here, you can basically automate liking and responding to comments. This is great if you're, doing stuff with like promos and campaigns. You can basically automate their social media interactions. And this is just so powerful. So I really recommend you guys check into this because this is insane. If you guys have any questions, by the way, drop them down below. I answer personally, but this is a big one that will help you tremendously because you can have automations automatically respond. But what you can do on top of this is you can reply to their comment. And then what you can do is you can send them a DM. So what we would do is we actually do Facebook because that's what we have. And what we can do is we can send them a direct message on Facebook to start a conversation with them. So how amazing is that? You put in whatever you want, we save it, and now anytime someone comments on the post, it'll heart their post, like their post, and it will send them a message on said platform. That is how powerful this is. Guys, this is no joke. This is like serious social media automation at play, and this is going to change everything, okay? This has been around for a while, but what I'm about to show you next is what's going to turbocharge this entire thing. Because a lot of people drop comments on social media. This isn't something that just doesn't happen. People are constantly dropping comments, asking questions, seeing what's going on. But with this, okay, we can automate it. But we can take it one step further. So if someone comes in and they comment on your post, okay, and then it responds to their post and works them, then it sends them a DM, and we're like, oh, look at that. We can basically get them moving. What we can then do from here, once we sent them that DM, we can then activate an AI chatbot to start talking with them back and forth. And then that way, when you go back and forth as a conversation, all of the messages get answered. How powerful is that? So you can now basically automate social media posting and growth inside of HighLevel. This, guys, this is big. You got to be using stuff like this because if you have clients with bigger social media clients, these kinds of things, if you can run a promo and people, are commenting, responding, and you can send them the proper info and bring it back, that could be just one closed deal for you. And that could pay potentially, depending on how big it is, for a couple months of your service, which is huge. Now, obviously, we want to do more than that, but the point of getting at is it is not hard to do amazing things with this. So that's it, guys. Those are the bonuses. I really recommend you use them. They are insane. And again, I'm giving you all this so you can boost your social media game like crazy. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions at all, drop them in the comments down below. I will answer them personally. The other thing is, if you are interested in HighLevel, please go down below and check out that 30-day free trial. I think you're going to love it. But more importantly, I'm going to link a video at the end of this video that's going to be going over AI chatbots on GoHighLevel because this is going to go hand in hand with social media, especially in the future. They're only going to get more married, okay? It's very important that you learn this now. So I'm going to be linking that video at the end of this video so you can learn AI chatbots to boost them in, to answer your DMs and do other stuff inside of social media because it is so powerful and you got to learn how to do it.